Identify the order as 1, 2, 3 respectively.
Well reasoned. Tehsil District, State is the correct choice.
It is the responsibility of the dash of that station to inquire, to investigate and take action on the cases within its area.
Well picked. Police is the correct answer.
What picture is this?
Excellent. Kasra record is a brilliant choice. Question 5. To whom did Mohan meet at the police station to complain about what had happened with him? Smart move. Book is an accurate answer. The Patwari is also responsible for organizing the collection of a dash-esh from villagers. You're right. Land revenue is the correct answer.
For efficient revenue administration, each district is divided into a number of dash.
You chose Tehsils, and it is correct.
Who is responsible for organizing and collection of land revenue from the farmer?
Nice selection. Village officer is the correct and valid answer.
What is the name of the poem referred in the book describing the plight of women?
Right choice. Daughter's wish is the best answer. After the death of the father, his property was divided equally only among his. On track. Only son is the correct answer. It is the duty of the district collector to supervise the work of the Patwaris. Well done. False is the right choice.
The revenue officer organizes the collection of land revenue from the farmers.
Good thinking. False is the right answer. What was the occupation of Mohan's friend? Excellent choice. Running a post office is the right answer. People living in the area report any crime, theft, accident, etc. In there? Bravo. Police station is the answer. Measuring land and keeping land record is the major work done by Sarpanch. Strong choice. False is the right answer.
Who is the government official to look after maintenance of land records?
Right again. Patwari is a valid answer.
The subdivisions of a district are known by different names, such as Esh.
Nice work. You chose both and it is correct. Question 6. Who does the work of measuring land and keeping land record? Correct response. Patwari is the most accurate answer. The SHU sends a dash to check the case and take action based on that. Great job. Constable is the accurate answer. The Gram Panchayat is not the oldest system of local self-government. Nicely done. False is a solid answer. According to new law, who has right in the family's agriculture land? Perfect. All the family members is the correct choice. The copy of the land records are now computerized. Is this true? Exactly. True makes sense and it is right choice. The issues and the problems of an area can be better understood by. Valid point. Local people is true. Mohan went to the village sarpanch to make complaints about Ragu. Solid response. False is a valid choice. Students can get their caste certificate from the office of Dash. Clear logic. Your choice to Salda is sound and 100% true. What is the name of the new law passes by government for women's? You got it. Your choice. Hindu Succession Amendment Act is right.
Measuring land and keeping land records is the main work of Dash.
Good job. Your answer, Patwari, works well here. Who is the revenue officer working under the district collector? Smart pick. Tihsildar is the correct choice. Farmers often require a copy of their dash together with a map. Great thinking. Land's record is the right choice. Which year was the Hindu Succession Amendment Act implemented? Sharp thinking. 2005 is the right choice. Question 4. Where did Mohan go after being beaten up by Raghu? Correct. Police station is the right answer. Every police station has an area that comes under its control. Correct. True is the right answer. Who is responsible for the revenue collection of the village? Great thinking. Revenue officer is the right choice. Who is Mohan in this chapter? Correct response. A farmer is the most accurate answer. The new Hindu law gave an equal share in the property to Dash. You're right. Women is the correct answer. The Hindu Succession of Act is the concern of women's rights. Good thinking. Rights of inheritance is the right answer. Hindu Succession Amendment Act was introduced in which year? Nicely done. 2005 is a solid answer. The person in charge of the police station is known as Dash. Right choice. Station house officer is the best answer. The head of the police department in a district is the Dash. Exactly. Station house officer makes sense and it is right choice. At the village level, the Dash maintains the land records. Great job. Patwari is the accurate answer. Who is in charge of all the police stations in a district? Smart pick. Deputy Commissioner of Police is the correct choice. Panchayati Raj is dash tier local governance in rural area. Clear logic. Your choice. 3 is sound and 100% true.
Raghu had shifted the bund by a few feet in the field of.
Right again. Mohan is a valid answer. You can report your case to any police station you like. Bravo. False is the answer. First step by police station when any incident happens. Nice work. You chose register a complaint and it is correct. In cases involving land disputes, one may approach the. You chose Patwari and it is correct. The Hindu Succession Act was passed in the year dash. Well picked. 2005 is the correct answer. The Tehsildar's office is where dash are also heard. Well done. Land disputes is the right choice. The dash office is where the land disputes are heard. Well reasoned. Tehsildars is the correct choice. Question 9. All the states of India are divided into. Sharp thinking. Div districts is the right choice. How many villages are there in India approximately? Excellent. 6 lakhs is a brilliant choice.
the land divide into sub-district is also called?
You got it. Your choice both A and B is right.
Spread literacy is a part of municipal functions.
Strong choice. False is the right answer. Who is the head of the police force in a state? Nice selection. Commissioner of Police is the correct and valid answer. Hindu Succession Amendment Act came in the year. Excellent choice. 2005 is the right answer. When was Hindu Succession Amendment Act passed? Good job. Your answer 2005 works well here. Question 11. District Collector is also known as... Valid point. Regarding Tisalda is true. What is the subdivisions of a district called? On track. Taluka is the correct answer. Who have the rights to access the land records? Smart move. Farmers is an accurate answer. Patwari is responsible for group of villagers. Solid response. True is a valid choice. Who maintains the land records of the village? Perfect. Patwari is the correct choice. An example of racial discrimination country is... Good job. Your answer South Africa works well here. Who is responsible for maintaining land records? Valid point. Patwari is true. Which department does the Patwari comes under? Well reasoned. None of the above is the correct choice. Name of the record maintained by the Patwari? You chose Kasra record, and it is correct. The head of a district in India is the dash. Well done. District Collector is the right choice. Local self-government lessens the burden of. Smart pick. State government is the correct choice. The participation takes place through dash. Bravo! Elections is the answer. What was the occupation of Mohan's friend? Smart move. Running a post office is an accurate answer. Libraries is taken up by source of income. Exactly. False makes sense and it is right choice. Dash approved the work of Gram Panchayat. On track. Gram Sabha is the correct answer. Who was badly hurt on his head and hand? Perfect. Mohan is the correct choice. Question 2. Who is Mohan in this chapter? Solid response. A farmer is a valid choice. If anyone attacks, you will go to the right choice. Police station is the best answer. The police in the district is called as... Excellent. Deputy Superintendent of Police is a brilliant choice. Panchayat President is also called dash. Nice selection. Sarpanch is the correct and valid answer. Who supervises the work of the Patwari? Strong choice. Tehsildar is the right answer. The Hindu Succession Act was passed in. Nicely done. 2005 is a solid answer. Who heads the district administration? Excellent choice. Superintendent of Police is the right answer. Question 10. Who is the head of Tehsil? You got it? Your choice district collector is right. Panchayat has a tenure of dash years. Correct response. Phi is the most accurate answer. Inheritance law will benefit a lot of. Well picked. Women is the correct answer. License fee is taken up by municipal. You're right. False is the correct answer. Village accountant is also called as. Clear logic. Your choice, all of these is sound and 100% true. The village panchayat is elected for. Great thinking. 5 years is the right choice. Provide adult education is a part of. Right again. Educational functions is a valid answer. Story Panch Parmeshwar, written by. Nice work. You chose Munshi Prem Chand and it is correct. Question 7. Patwari is also known as. Sharp thinking. All of these is the right choice. Patwari rarely update land records. Good thinking. False is the right answer. Tehsildar is the head of a tehsil. Correct. True is the right answer. A farmer cannot buy a plot of land. Great job. False is the accurate answer. Raghu's uncle was dash of village. Exactly. Sarpanch makes sense and it is right choice. The land record is also known as. Good thinking. Kasra record is the right answer. Village panchayat is divided into. Bravo. Wards is the answer. All the states are divided into. Well picked. Districts is the correct answer. Who is known as revenue officer? You're right. Tehsildar is the correct answer. Who checks the work of a patwari? Well reasoned. Tehsildar is the correct choice. What is the full form of SHO? Excellent. Station house officer is a brilliant choice. Primary schools is a part of. Nice work. You chose educational functions. And it is correct. Kanungo is the other name of. Great thinking. Patwari is the right choice. Reading rooms is a part of. You chose educational functions, and it is correct. Who is the head of tehsil? Right again. District collector is a valid answer. Grants in aid is a part of. Sharp thinking. Sources of income is the right choice. Which is the odd one out? Smart move. Shu is an accurate answer. Other names of a patwari. Nice selection. All of these is the correct and valid answer. Patwari is also known as. Right choice. All of these is the best answer. The head of district is. Clear logic. Your choice district collector is sound and 100% true. What is meant by C? Excellent choice. Circle inspector is the right answer. Shu is the head of. Perfect. Police station is the correct choice. Full form of SHO? Well done. Station house officer is the right choice. Rent is a part of. Smart pick. Sources of income is the correct choice. Full from a fur? Correct response. First information report is the most accurate answer. Full form of D? Valid point. Director General of Police is true. Panchayat means? Solid response. Assembly is a valid choice. SHU stands for strong choice. Station house officer is the right answer for full form. On track. First information report is the correct answer. But worry this. You got it? Your choice village accountant is right. Expanshu. Great job. Station house officer is the accurate answer. Expanse. Nicely done. Superintendent of police is a solid answer.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Correct. Contact Narayan Changder on Facebook is the right answer.